All right, it is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight amazing food in our area. And today, we're joined by Chef J.D. Herrera.
Yes, and you're with Ciudad, right?
I am with Ciudad.
Beautiful. Okay, well, welcome. And Ciudad actually located in Georgetown, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday. Tell us a little bit about the menu. And Ciudad is Spanish for cities.
Spanish for city and for the city of Seattle.
That's right.
That's what we're representing here. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we focus mainly on Spanish-leaning Mediterranean food. So we explore the old spice route. We use North African spices. We use Levantine influence. And so we're able to play a little fast and loose with the concept. But mainly what you're seeing at the restaurant is going to be shareable plates to kind of start everything. And then the star of our operation there is with the big wood and charcoal grill that we have in the front.
Ooh.
So we grill a lot of our proteins there and some of the veggies and things too.
That's awesome. So great flavors influenced by the Mediterranean. Lots of vegetarian options there as well, correct?
Very important to us to have lots of vegetarian options as well.
And what are we making today? Are we making one of those options today?
Yeah, we are. Today we're making one of our newest additions to the menu, which has been super popular, but it's Harissa roasted carrots with whipped feta, and then I have a couple of our garnishes here to kind of take it all the way home. You know,
Yeah.
Take it up a notch.
Exactly.
Little
Not
spices.
just a roasted carrot.
Not just a roasted carrot.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, let's get started.
All right, sure. So we have our carrots here. So this is what they'll look like, obviously, when you get them at home. The idea is going to be to cut them into like uniform pieces so that they cook evenly.
And by the way, all these are carrots. They're different colors. If you've never seen a purple carrot before, there you go.
Right here, my friend.
I fed my kids a purple carrot one time, and they were really skeptical. They were not sure
They're good.
what they were eating was going to be a carrot. It
They're
tastes
delicious.
exactly the same.
Yeah. It's a carrot.
It's a carrot.
Yeah.
All righty, so let's get to it.
Great. So during our process for the restaurant, we'll have these roasted in the oven. So we'll roast them at about 425 until they are pretty tender. I have a little my little cheater. I use a cake tester to make sure everything is nice.
Oh,
and,
very good. That's smart, because
yeah.
I never know.
Do you
never
just
know.
bake it, or do you?
And there's a difference between tender and mushy, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you kind of want to think about that. So you want a slight little bit of texture, and then you want it to enter the cake tester to insert easily.
Are you broiling it in the oven if you're doing it at home?
Yeah, I would use that. I would broil it maybe in the last like 5 minutes. But if you're doing it at home, 420, 425, maybe about 30 minutes is kind of a good way to go. You don't have fans at home usually in your ovens, but if you do, I would use that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Great. So I'm just gonna go through and yeah, we'll take it from we'll start plating ourselves up and go
All
from there.
right, beautiful. So we have roasted the carrots.
So the carrots have been roasted, and I'm just kind of keeping them warm here in the pan. So from here, I'm going to transfer. This is probably a bit much for all of
You
us
want a
here.
little char on them, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that you definitely want the char. You want that contrast in flavor.
Yeah.
And it caramelizes it a little
Exactly.
bit.
You get that. You get a nice play of like sweetness and like and fire. You know, humans love the taste of fire and smoke.
Love some fire.
Yeah, exactly. So from here, I'll scoop out some of these guys. We'll land in our bowl here.
That looks
Looking good.
amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looking good already.
Shut that off.
But this isn't all.
Yeah.
This isn't all of
This
it.
is just the beginning.
No.
So big thing for me, fresh lemon juice gets squeezed right over the carrots. We'll do maybe 2 of these little squeezers. Squeezers is what they're known in the industry. So we cut all the little bits off of them. And then I've got some date syrup, date molasses.
Ooh.
This is
Now, if we're at home, can we use just regulars?
I would use maple syrup. You can use agave. You can something on that and honey would be totally fine. Some different flavored honeys are great. I'm also going to add a little
Something
bit
sweet, right?
Something sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Something kind of syrupy and sweet. I'm going to add some extra virgin olive oil. We use a nice Spanish olive oil. They're from Arbequina grapes. I'm sorry, olives, not grapes. I'm thinking about wine.
I believe everything you say. I'm just like, yes.
Like, sounds good.
Sounds right.
So now here we're going to be in the splash zone a little bit. I'll give these a little toss here, and basically what I'm trying to do is get everything to glaze together, right? So you want you want it all to kind of cling onto the carrots, and make it like saucy and tacky and delicious. So that's basically where we're at now.
Okay.
So I have made our whipped feta already this morning.
Do you buy whipped feta, or do you make it at home?
So I make it. We make.
you make it.
Well,
Yeah.
we make it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's super easy to make. So it's basically equal parts. You could do a nice sheep's milk feta. I find that's really important because it makes it creamy. Sheep's milk feta, you'd either do some like heavy Greek yogurt or cream cheese. And in our case here, we do a little cream cheese and we do a little bit of lime zest as well, and olive oil. So you should be able to taste all.
Cannot wait to try that.
Just whip it all up.
Just whip it all up in a food processor. It's a little trickier if you use a hand blender. It can be done, but you know, you're definitely going to be working for
Why
it.
do all that work though when a machine can do it for you?
Yeah,
Am I
tell me
right?
about it. Yeah. So,
Okay.
All right,
so,
let's
and then
plate her up.
Our last little bit here that we were going to want to add to the pan is we have some dates that are already pitted, and you want to look for like the really soft, like juicy ones, right? Because these are going to be the tastiest of our dates. So,
Ooh, I love a trick like that.
yeah, they're torn dates, is like what we call them, and I'll throw a couple right into here.
All right.
There, but let me get a little wipe here. Okay. So to get this all finished and plated, we'll take a nice spoonful, and you can see this is all nice and
Very
smooth
soft.
and creamy.
Yes,
a nice
beautiful.
big spoonful there down in the middle of our plate, and we'll make. It's got nice volume today too, so this is perfect.
Ooh.
We'll go just right there in the middle of our plate, and we'll give everything a little toss here one more time to get the dates dressed.
We're ready.
All right, be ready.
I'm ready.
And I like to go in like a single layer because we're gonna finish this with za'atar, which is a Middle Eastern spice, and it's usually made with dried mint, sumac, thyme, and a couple. It kind of depends on where you're getting it from, but there's different blends that you can
Beautiful.
get.
Let's sprinkle it on there. We do have
Yeah.
about 20 seconds.
Okay.
We want to make sure we try it.
Let's do that. So
Yeah.
sprinkle, sprinkle,
Boom.
sprinkle, boom, and then we have a little bit of a lime wedge, and then I'll tear some fresh cilantro.
Oh.
Yeah, usually I'll.
Beautiful.
And by the way, we have a link to these recipes up
There we
on our
go.
website. That's fox13seattle.com, and click on Studio 13 Live.
Oh, beautiful. Thanks for joining us. Go out there and make it a great day.